So I just wrapped up reading so many of the new 2025 fall book releases before they hit bookshelves because I got early access to them on NetGalley. Now, I was reading all these books so I could curate the fall reading guide. More on that later. But I matched 2 books for each zodiac sign from the guide of all the best books I've read coming out this season. Now, I did zodiac sign pairings that are based on books that will match each zodiac sign's energy, quirks, vibe, and even shadow sides. And quick tip, don't just stop at your sun sign. These book recommendations are perfect for your sun, moon, and rising signs. So add as many books to your TBR as your heart desires. And if you don't know your sun, moon, and rising placements just yet, no worries. I will drop a link in the video's description so you can get your very own free birth chart on Cafe Astrology. So check the link in the video's description. So whether you're a fiery Aries or a dreamy Pisces, I've got your perfect fall 2025 new book releases for your zodiac sign vibe. So let's start with Aries. Aries are bold, impulsive, and they thrive on adrenaline. So first up, I want to recommend to them Amity by Nathan Harris. It's a gorgeously written Western with grit, danger, and moral stakes high enough to satisfy its fearless streak. And then I also have The Break-In by Catherine Faulkner. This is domestic suspense with gaslighting, high-stake choices, and an unstoppable heroine. This will feed your bold, take charge energy. Okay, Taurus, let's talk cozy vibes. Now, Tauruses love beauty, comfort, and loyalty. So I'm recommending Minor Black Figures by Brandon Taylor. This dives deep into art, love, and identity with lush detail. And that is total catnip for a Taurus. I'm also recommending Hot Desk by Laura Dickerman. This is all about cozy workplace drama, loyalty, and there's a subtle romance there. Basically, this book is a blanket in novel form. Now, Gemini, your turn. Now, Geminis are curious, they're witty, and they're never satisfied with just one point of view. So I'm recommending Where Are You Really From by Elaine Chu. This will give you that sharp, genre-bending identity play that will keep your dual nature hooked. I'm also recommending The Librarians by Sherry Thomas. This is a witty ensemble of sleuthing mystery packed with lots of banter and puzzles. So this is basically your brain having the time of its life on page. Now let me know, are these recommendations hitting so far? Drop your sign in the comments. I want to know if any of these books nailed your vibe. Now let's get into Cancers. Now Cancers are nurturing, they're very intuitive, and they're deeply tied to home. So I'm recommending The Wilderness by Angela Flournoy. This is all about found family, caregiving, and surviving the wilderness of adult life. I think it will hit Cancers right in the heart. But I also want to recommend Hot Desk again, because the mother-daughter secrets and the cozy rhythms are just pure Cancer comfort. Now let's get into Leos because, you know, the stage is theirs. And Leos love drama, flair, and spotlight energy. So I'm recommending The Austen Affair by Madeleine Bell. This will throw them into Regency balls, costumes, and swoony romance. It's big, it's bold, and theatrical, just like Leos. But I also want to recommend The Macabre by Kosoko Jackson. This is an art world gothic fantasy that is dripping with drama and lots of showmanship. So honestly, I think both of these scream Leo, okay? But let's talk about our Virgos. Virgos are really precise. They're analytical, they're organized, and very exacting. So I'm recommending What We Can Know by Ian McEwan. This will feed your love for meticulous detail, philosophical inquiry, and just unraveling puzzles. But I'm also recommending The Librarians by Sherry Thomas again, this time for Virgos, because the clue tracking, the tight plotting, I think Virgo will be just highlighting passages as they're going through. Okay, we're at the halfway point, we're halfway through, and honestly, some of my absolute favorite picks are still coming. So let me know your thoughts in the comments so far with the recommendations. Now let's get to Libra. Let's get some balance going. Libras love beauty, harmony, and romance. You also want that vibes and justice too. So I'm recommending Ladies in Hating by Alexandra Vasti. Now this is a rivals to lovers gothic Regency romance. Plus you get haunted house vibes too. So I think that is really perfect for Libras. I also want to recommend The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri. This gives fate, love, and moral balance, which is really perfect for Libra's scales. Now let's go and talk about the Scorpios. Let's dive deep. because Scorpios are intense, transformative, all or nothing kind of people. So I want to recommend Catabusis by R.F. Kuang, because this is a literal journey into hell. So you'll get obsession, power, academia as Hades. Tell me that is not Scorpio coded. But I also want to recommend Then You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. This is trans body horror that is very brutal, transformative, but also cathartic. And I think Scorpios, this is your season, okay? But let's get into Sagittarius, because adventure awaits great for the Sagittarius because they are restless, they are curious, and very freedom first in their approach to life. So I'm recommending Salt Crop by Yumi Kitasai. This will take you on a seafaring quest across a climate-ravaged world, and I think some of the wanderlust on the page will be very fun for a Sag. But also I'm recommending Dark Renaissance by Stephen Greenblatt. This is a bold biography that doubles also as intellectual adventure, and I think it's perfect for the inner philosopher explorer within Sages. Now, like I said earlier, all the books I'm recommending for the zodiac signs I pulled from the 2025 Fall Reading Guide. This is a PDF magazine that is exclusively available to my Substack subscribers. So make sure you grab that by visiting the link below and subscribing to my newsletter. Okay, let's get to Capricorns. Let's talk legacy and vibes because that is me. Capricorns are ambitious. They're tradition rooted. They're relentless. So I'm recommending Boy from the North Country by Sam Sussman. This is about family, duty, legacy, and perseverance. It's very emotionally powerful and very deeply Capricorn. I also want to recommend The Break-In by Catherine Faulkner because this thriller is relentless truth hunting, really mirrors the disciplined and persistent nature of Capricorns. Now, Aquarius, the world changers, they're up next. Aquariuses are innovative. They're rebellious, but they're also very visionary. So I'm recommending We Survived the Night by Julian Brave Noisecat. This mixes memoir, history, and activism, and it will really light up the Aquarius's changemaker heart. I'm also recommending The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri because its systems level myth remixing is just perfect for the big picture visionary energy of an Aquarius. Now let's get into Pisces. You know, they are the dreamy ones. It's time for their book recs. And Pisces, they're very intuitive, they're creative, and they're also soft-hearted too. So I'm recommending The Pelican Child by Joy Williams. This is eerie folktale elegance that's also dreamy and strange in all the best ways. Then I also want to recommend The Most Unusual Haunting of Edgar Lovejoy. This is by Roan Parrish. It's a very tender romantic haunting with cozy and healing vibes, and I really think Pisces will feel seen in this book. All right, so there you have it, zodiac sign book recommendations that are all 2025 new fall releases. Let me know if your picks fit, were you surprised? But also remember, these aren't just for your sun sign. So check out your moon and rising sign too, and pile on as many books as your TBR can handle. And if you don't know your placements yet, get that free birth chart on Cafe Astrology. I'll include a link in the video's description so you can get your birth chart. And don't forget the full fall reading guide PDF magazine that has 27 books in 9 categories, plus cozy extras like a reading challenge, seasonal activities, and a recipe that is super good. I promise you, it's amazing cookies. This is available exclusively to newsletter subscribers. So click the link in the video's description so you can subscribe and get your hands on the guide. And if you had fun with this zodiac sign book pairing and you want more, let me know what you'd like to see in the comments. Do you want another seasonal recommendation, or maybe a classic guide, or an author specific guide? Let me know in the comments and subscribe because I have lots more fun coming soon. And if you haven't already, now's a great time to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know what's new when I go live and when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.